Hello, everybody, and welcome back to No Honor Acquired, Moon's Tale. Um, so, you might remember that I said that the Wolf campaign is just like pretty much infinitely better.
Mm-hmm.
This is where one of the missions where you really see that, because you remember the Falcon campaign was pretty much attack thing, defend thing, escort thing, and it wasn't very. Look at that! Did you see that dropship?
I was too distracted by this hyper-realistic flame.
Yeah, that low res, that low res fire. You get used to that because we're gonna see it a couple more times. But so yeah, I love that dropship. We'll see it again too.
At least they dropped you from a distance where you can survive the hit.
Yeah. But it was obvious. It's obvious when you watch that dropship flight that they just basically dragged the model and then disappeared it, because it basically runs into the ground if you watch.
Yeah.
So
if we quick enough, maybe they won't. Maybe they won't notice it.
So here's another day or dusk to night transition anyway. So this is supposed to be a city, great city. This is really what cities are like. They really nailed it. But the mission here is go look at this thing, see if it's converting, if they've changed it so that it can be used for military purposes, basically, and if so, destroy it.
The city does actually look pretty nice.
Well, it's just kind of sparse, and not what a city would be like.
I mean, yeah, but if it were an actual city, it would be very annoying to move through as a mech.
I know what happens. I failed a couple times off recording, and so I did things a little bit smarter. But here's the thing. The way that this mission is set up, you're supposed to run through a bunch of nav points, at which you will be ambushed every time by a group of 3 larger than you can have mechs, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no point in stopping and trying to fight people. I mean, you could maybe if you really tried, but the real intention here is you pick a really fast light mech, you inspect that thing and blow it up, and then you run away. This is a little challenging because you might be able to tell I'm being chased by hordes of people with lots of weapons, and it's not a real city, so there's not as much cover.
Yeah,
you know?
But so long as you zigzag slightly, they will never be able to hit you.
Yeah, exactly. Never gonna be hit. I've never been hit once in my life. This is well. There's some more of that low res fire for you. But yeah, I just got crit and killed. But this is like one of the missions that there was nothing like this in the Jade Falcon campaign.
Yeah, where you're forced to
pick a small speedy mech to look at something, blow it up, and get out. Like that. That's a different interaction than you had with the Jade Falcons, and so it's just one of the things that makes the Wolf campaign more fun. Also, I recommend going max jump jets because all you need is look at it go. It's funny because it looks like what happened was they made its position relative to the player, so as you fall, it falls. That's what it looks like to me. So when you hit the ground, it hits the ground.
It's entirely possible as that. I also know that proper Z buffering was not a thing for a very long time with 3D modeling.
Well, I don't think this is a Z buffering because it's not a depth of field sort of thing. I think it's just that its position was locked relative to you. As opposed to absolute to the game world, but maybe it was just a clumsy animation. Who knows?
Yeah, but like I said, most things are pretty much just sort of placed on a thin layer, so to say, just being just made larger relative to your position. It almost seems that way on a lot of cases with these old games, especially on the PlayStation 1.
Critical target.
But this is actually a very quick mission, and I think I cut out 1 or 2 failures when I was first remembering how this goes. But when I was a kid, this was like a mission that I just thought was impossible.
Yeah, because you don't really think about
Not
well,
fighting things.
n-
I thought you always fought everything.
yeah, it's a video game. Mario always killed everyone. Wait, what?
Genocide. That's my goal in games.
Yeah, but no, I was also gonna say, I was actually gonna correct myself. No, being a mech in a gigantic in a city is actually a lot of fun because Robot
Yes.
Alchemic Drive.
Yes. And
You
we're
get
kind of
to-
robbed of that opportunity here. Although in MechWarrior 4, they do a very good job of letting you blow stuff up.
Great. I mean,
Yeah.
like being a gigantic mech and playing bowling with an alien robot and lots of property damage never
All I'm
gets
think-
old.
All I'm thinking of now is Psychonauts.
And that Link-Fishopolis
Yeah.
stage, it's pretty great.
What was the name that they had for you?
Um,
Grumbler?
Goggalore, something like
Goggalore,
that.
yeah. There you go.
They always have to come up with some name like that for the kaiju. It's completely original.
Gamma reached. External
Look at, I love this little run cycle.
Ah.
Very elegant.
This is why shadows are incredibly important in 3D graphics.
I'm just walking, a few feet above the ground.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is completely forgivable. The problem is they still do that in a lot of games on the freaking PS2 where they forgot to put even the most static ass shadow so it didn't look like you're levitating,
Mm-hmm.
which is just kind of embarrassing.